If you struggle to lose weight, you must see this.
Shush.
Let's kill that one. Well, good evening, Team Eagles. Juice Plus Live conference is just around the corner, and I know most of you will either be there in person or, like us, streaming virtually from home, or even maybe in groups somewhere. I know that Dr. Ross very kindly is opening up his office all day Friday and Saturday morning and inviting local Team Eagles to join in the fun there. So wherever you may be.
That's in Phoenix. That's in Phoenix.
That is in Phoenix. So wherever you may be, I know it's going to be fun. So more about that in a moment. And I will just say, don't forget, even though conference is Friday, Saturday, there's a wonderful prayer breakfast, as always, on Thursday morning, 8 o'clock Central. No tickets required, but we hope you'll join us then. All right,
I think that's 9 o'clock Central.
Oh, is it 8 o'clock here?
9 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Mountain.
I stand corrected. Thank you.
And if you want more information, it's right there in Team Eagles Facebook group.
That's right. Okay, before I hand over to our host this evening, let's take a very brief look at this contest. Tell me, folks, what is going on? Look at those numbers. Is that not ridiculous? Mick didn't even want to show you, and I said, come on, yes, we got to see it, because look, some of you on the leaderboard there, you haven't got to do an awful lot more to get to 500 points and be in the money. So we still have plenty of time. At the moment, Nicole is in the lead. That may change by the end of the month, but Nikki, you're not far behind. Laurie, you're not far behind, as is Linda Miller. So let's get busy, folks, and finish the month strong.
Let's congratulate those three who have those 100 points in that first-time qualifier column. Mary Krapushet's first-time qualified her business, and Linda Miller, first-time 3 club qualifier in the 3 club, which means she has 3 on her team who qualified their business in the month. And then Nicole Hemstetler, partly because of Linda Miller's achievement, Linda being on Nicole's team, Nicole made the 6 club for the first time, which is a huge deal. Mary gets $100 from the company for a first-time qualifier. Linda, 3 club, gets $300 from corporate. Nicole, 6 club, gets $600. And there's someone on our team who should remain nameless who was 1 short of 12 club. So he missed out on $1,200 just by 1 qualifier, and he knows he fell short, so he's working on it for next month.
Okay. All right. Well, because it is conference week coming up, we asked our dear friend, National Marketing Director, Melinda Crenwelge, whether she would be willing to host this evening's Zoom. I know that Melinda and Brianna and a few others are going to be joining her in Anaheim. So Melinda, I don't think you need any more introduction other than the fact you are a national marketing director, and I know you love to hear that said. So I'm going to hand it over to you, and come on, let's get excited.
Okay, so I could take minutes tonight to hopefully inspire all of us, as Jenny said, to get busy. I have talked to several people today, and we've all decided that this topic tonight is going to kind of give us all a little kick to make sure that we are good. Jenny, can you hear me okay?
Yes, just about. Okay. Yes, yeah, the video is a little shaky, but we can hear you.
Yeah, I don't know with my, oh, you know what? Hang on. I could put this back on the Wi-Fi and see if that helps. My laptop has still not decided it's alive. So it is still dead, and here we are on my phone. Okay, so hopefully that might be a little bit better, and then I will close the laptop, which is also trying to use the modem. Okay, so anyways, I just want to get everybody thinking a little bit more, I think, about events. because obviously this weekend is the Super Bowl of all of our events. Juice Plus does this for us every 6 months. And what a stellar lineup and an incredible agenda. What I want us to think about, since they have offered to give us a free online virtual ticket, never done that before. We've often had the ability to have a free event for locals on Thursday night, which is always lovely, unless you don't know anybody in that town. But this is just unprecedented. Saturday morning from 9 till 12, anybody that you know, everybody that you know, can join for free from wherever they are. So they can log on a computer, they can log on their phone, they can see a glimpse of what gets us so excited from 9 to 12, all or part of it on Saturday.
Melinda, would you like me to screen share the flyer for that Saturday morning?
In a minute, I will have you do that. I will ask
When
you
you're
to
ready. When you're ready.
Thank you so much. So what I really want to inspire each of us tonight is it's all on us to invite. And so kind of just, I want to just help all of us, me included, to expand our view and think about more people that we could reach out to and share. So who are the people that we would want to share this with? Well, obviously, we would want to share this with our customers, right? Our customers, mine included, may only know as much about the product they consume. So if I invite them to come with me on Saturday virtually, they're going to have a huge expansion of their knowledge about what Juice Plus really is. That means you can probably upsell most of them. So that is important. Plus, it inspires them to know more about what we are actually doing. So customers, for sure, we should send an invitation to all of our customers in whatever format we typically communicate with those customers. Number two, partners. Obviously, we would want all of our partners to know about this, because even the ones that have not bought a ticket can still come free. All of our partners are going to receive an email, I believe on Thursday. That's what I've been lately heard, that has the exact login. So every single partner in Juice Plus, whether they're active or they haven't done anything for decades, they're going to get an email with the login to come on for free. So wouldn't it be great if we first had sent them a text or a call or an email, whatever format they like, and let them know, hey, I'd love for you to at least jump on part of this time and see what we're up to. There's so much new stuff going on. So customers, partners, and then definitely prospects. Oh my gosh. Think about all the people that you have spoken to about Juice Plus, or you've repeatedly dripped on about Juice Plus, or the ones on your chicken list that you've never had the nerve to say anything out loud. This is the perfect time, because this is the time that those prospects will be able to see so much more than what we can just tell them what is Juice Plus. So we can really, really showcase what we're up to and how much more we are than our amazing plant powders. So on Saturday, Mick, will you put up that flyer? What are they actually going to see on Saturday? This flyer is on Juice Plus Insights, so you can easy get it and text it, email it, screenshot it, whatever you want to do to help get the word out. And look at these people. I mean, first of all, they're going to be able to hear Stuart Crenwelge, who is our brand new CEO. They're going to understand that it's a global company. She's our global CEO, and what world-class leadership she has brought to us. They're going to get to hear from Meredith Martin and also Lauren Palmer. Both of them are going to give a glimpse onto what kind of social responsibility our company really does stand for, and what kind of giving back, paying it forward, all the things that we do. For example, with Lauren talking about St. Jude and our partnership there. They're going to hear from Lisa Pebble. I mean, my God, she's a chemical engineer. She's been with us forever. She is in charge of global product development, brilliant mind, very enthusiastic speaker, just a dynamic person to hear firsthand all of the ins and outs of all of our products. They're obviously going to hear from Dr. Carlos and Dr. Karamis, who are gastroenterologists. So I can only imagine the emphasis on the microbiome, the research, all of the medical explanations that we know defend the testimonials that we always hear. And then you just can't say enough about Winter Benecki. In fact, oh, dadgum, I've got this great quote from Winter on my phone that I am now having to be logged onto. So hold on. Let me see if I can switch this. Okay, now Winter, if you're not familiar with Winter, she is a product of our product. She has been raised up on Juice Plus. She has an amazing story about running marathons, on youngest person ever to run a marathon on all the continents in the world. And she just recently competed in the Olympics. And this was the quote that I actually sent to Matthew, as my grandson, as I was reading about her Olympic trial. She said, "As for me, this is just the beginning of Winter the Olympian. I know I could have performed better, but I also know that I am more than just those few seconds. I have been able to bring worldwide attention to causes that are dear to me and encouraged others to do the same. I hope I have inspired the world to dream big. Most of all, I hope I have shown everyone that at the end of the day, we cannot always get the perfect outcome we dreamed of, but we can never give in. Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you will land among the stars." And that to me just really captures so much about Winter Benecki and what we're going to hear from her. So I hope that just gives you a little bit of excitement to get this word out and encourage everyone to come, mainly just to, again, expose their understanding of what Juice Plus really does represent. And I know it's always so hard when you invite a lot of people and nobody shows up. That was always very discouraging to me with Academics Plus. I would invite, hundreds of people, and it was always my 3 or 4 best friends and my parents. And so I would be so devastated. But I learned over time that that is not the end all. Jenny always tells us, call, send, call. So if you think about all of the people, prospects, customers, partners that you can reach out to either tonight or tomorrow or even Wednesday and communicate about this event. And then if they're interested, you can tell them Thursday we'll get the login information and we can send that to them at that point. That'll be a great reminder to not forget. And then, of course, the fortunes in the follow-up. So even if everybody that you invite, nobody shows up, next week, you can still be on the phone, oh my gosh, blown away by someone you heard and sharing with that person that didn't get to attend what they missed, what you heard, and do you feel all this communication that you can start, all these conversations that you can get going as we start to send this out this week? So I've asked a couple people to help me tonight. Y'all can probably guess who they are. Obviously, it's going to be my sidekick, Brianna, and my other sideliner, Denise. Both of them are going to brainstorm to get us all brainstorming about, if you've already invited hundreds of people, tell us how you did it. If you haven't invited anybody, how are you gonna do it? And what are you gonna do this week to really reach out to more and more people? So Brianna, I'm gonna hand it over to you. If you'll start us off on how you are going to communicate to as many people as you know.
Yeah, so I think the most helpful thing is, especially if you've been in this business for more than a year, separate your customers. If you're brand new, all your customers are going to be brand new, so you don't have to do this step. But if you've been with it, you're going to have customers that are brand new, and you're going to have customers that have been with you for like 5, 10, 15, even 20 years, depending on how long you've been with the company. So I'm going to send virtually it'll be the same message, but I want to always, any kind of correspondence I have with my customers, I always first start it by thanking them for being a loyal customer and supporting me in my small business and putting their health first, because I think that just starts it on the right tone. But then for those customers who are brand new, I would say, this is the first time I get to invite you to this, and I'd love to extend the invitation. Juice Plus is now offering this for the first time ever live. And I just want to extend the invitation on Saturday. Be very specific. Do not make it hard on people. Be very concise in your text message. So thank them. Let them know this is a great opportunity. It's 9 to 12 on this Saturday. I can send you the Zoom information here by text, email. Let me know if you'd be interested in hearing from, and send them that flyer. Keep things specific. People do not like being confused. People do not like having to look things up and research things. Everybody is just too busy. For those of your customers that have been with you for a long time, we just word it a little different, but the exact same kind of message. I may have invited you to something before. I know for us here in Texas, we had it in Austin a couple years ago. So we all invited the people that are local. For people in Arizona, Phoenix is a common place. So you might have already invited them. So you could throw that in there if you've already done that. But then you could say the same thing, like, this is the first time ever. You don't have to actually be in person with me. You can tune in for 30 minutes. You can tune in for 4 hours, like whatever you have available. But once again, keep it to like 3 or 4 sentences max, which is the hardest part for me. And then be really specific. This Saturday with this time, would you be interested? I always ask, like, would you be interested if I sent you the flyer to see who's talking? And then the people that say yes, then send them the flyer. And then say, would you like me to send you a reminder 10 minutes before, or 20 minutes before, or the day before? Whatever is better for the closer to the event is better, but don't overwhelm yourself. If you cannot send texts out 10 minutes before because you're going to be there in person, then send it to them the day before or the night before. But send them that link as soon as we get it on Thursday. So you can't send it to them before then. And then same as Mom was saying, so you'll have like your 2 customer groups, and then your 1 other group is going to be your team that's currently doing it, especially your team that is not coming because of a financial reason. Like, they would be there if they didn't have work, kids, or financial obligation keeping them, because those are the people that want to learn. So make sure they know this is an opportunity for them to feel like they get to be there, and that they have XYZ preventing them from being there. And then the 4th one, sorry, I forgot about that. All your prospects, just to give them a little teaser or a little taste, use something fun. The video that Mick showed at the beginning is a great little thing to send them, that little link that they can click on and watch. If you send it to another iPhone, it pops up as the preview. It's easy for them to immediately catch that little preview of it and see. So that's what I plan on doing. If you haven't started, don't feel bad. I haven't either. So I'm planning on separating them all and doing that. Most of my people don't plan that far in advance, so it's going to be fine. And also, if you're sending something, even if you send it on Friday, it's not too late. Even if you sent something Saturday morning and just say, hey, I just found out I can do this. It's not too late. We can always catch them the replay as well. So I'll hand it over to you.
Okay, perfect. And then the one thing that I would add to what Brianna said is you can always customize it. So if on your prospects or your prospects, if you have somebody that's really into the medical, then you want to play up the doctor part. If you're talking to a business owner, maybe you want to talk a little more about steward, and so you can customize that. You don't have to do all the exact same. invitations. Okay, Denise, let me turn it over to you. Yes, Mark, great comment. That 9 to 12 is Pacific Standard Time. So those of us in Central, that will be 11 to 2. Good point. Okay, Denise, over to you.
Thank you so much, Mark. I didn't even realize that. Okay, and I mean, I would have figured it out eventually, right? But okay, I normally text inviting to everything. I don't usually call unless I already had a conversation with them. So I usually create an invitation template. And like Brianna and Melinda said, I customize it, maybe just a sentence in the beginning, hey, how are you? Or just kind of depends on who I'm sending it to. So I definitely send out a bulk message to all of my team. And then I also have a group of people that I call my health warriors that come to my healthy living classes, my salad in jars, soup swap, that kind of thing. There's probably 8 or 10. So I'll just tell them that that's on. They already know about Juice Plus. Some of them are users, and some, that sounds bad, users. Some of them are customers, and some of them have just, they always hear about Juice Plus at my healthy living classes. So I will send an email to them. I also have, I luckily have a medical networking this week, so I will mention that at my medical networking, especially because we have the 2 gastroenterologists talking. And then I also have my weekly networking that I have here in Burleson. So I'll also announce that at both of my meetings. Let me see. I also have had a couple recent vendor shows. At the winery, I had one. So anybody that I was in contact with, I will let them know also. I think that's probably about it. But most of the time, yes, it is a text that I send out. I don't too often call. I mean, I do call my customers in that. I do call when I go to a vendor show. I send them when I meet them and I talk to them and they express interest. They sign up on my clipboard and I write down what they're interested in. I send a video within, usually that day, but within 24 hours. And then within the next day to 2, I call them. And so those people I will definitely invite to this. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I will probably go to my Teamsy where I have lots and lots and lots of contacts, customers, and prospects. And I will probably just kind of, you know, go through those real quick and say, hey, yeah, I haven't talked to them for a while or something like that. There's no way I can get in touch with all the people in my Teamsy group. It's just, especially because I am going to conference, yay, on Thursday. And so that means when Melinda asked me to do this tonight, I'm like, oh, thank you for reminding me. I haven't done this. So yes, I will do this on tomorrow and Wednesday. And so the thing is, once you create your template or your text that you're sending to everybody, you can pretty much copy and paste it, you know, and just tweak it a little bit. The one thing I do a little differently is I usually do send the flyer just because I think that might pique their interest. And so I usually send the message and the flyer at the same time.
Yeah. And Denise, I would encourage in this situation, the exact same thing. We can see what the group thinks, but I was going to use this flyer that Mick showed earlier in my text because I think it's beautiful and it shows all of this exposure that I'm talking, that we won't really have time to put into a whole, you know, paragraph to try to capture this. But even if they just saw this visual, they're going to see what we're really representing and what the company is presenting for everyone for free. So,
right.
Great.
Just so you
Thank you.
know, it's right there in our Team Eagles Facebook group, as well as on juiceplusinsights.com.
Yes. Okay. So I think we have like 2 more minutes, but Mick, I did want to open it up. And I want to, first of all, I hope tonight has encouraged everyone to think big, think bigger, think bigger than bigger, like go outside your normal thought list for inviting people, because there's, what's it going to hurt? If you invite somebody and they say no, okay, whatever. If they don't come, okay, whatever. But you've at least expanded their view and helped them understand what we're really about. And second of all, none of us have done any of it yet. So don't worry, don't feel guilty if you haven't started. That's why we put this tonight, so that you could do this as your activity this week. So who else is on tonight? I'm on my phone, so I can't see, that would like to.
So we lost you for a moment there, Melinda, but I love Brianna's comment in the chat. Bree, can you come over and repeat that? Because not everybody reads the chat.
I know. I always chat with y'all on there. So if you want to catch my commentary on any Team Eagles call, watch the chat. Yeah. So even like sitting at the airport, when you've already checked in, you've got that hour and a half, 2 hours, 30 minutes, however long you like to get there early. That is a great time as well to send those reminders if you've already invited people, or send more invitations if you've thought about someone. Because this is from prospects to Juice Plus lovers or users, as Denise, I'm just going to say that from now on. It can be for anybody, because I agree. There was somebody I talked to about it, and they didn't realize Juice Plus was this big. They were like, oh, we're like one of the companies that gets together and does conferences. I thought this was like 10 of you.
Yeah.
People
ask me, is this your company now? Do you own this? I'm like, no, Lord. But back to Jenny's comment about call, send, call. Replace call with your form of communication. Jenny has told me those 3 words for decades, but the point is communicate, send it to them, and communicate. So if you do that by voice, typically, I think that's the best way. But if your customers and prospects, most of us seem like we live by texting. So whatever form of communicate, and then send them the information, and then communicate would be what you can say for that call, send, call. It rolls off the tongue so much easier though, by call, send, call.
And Kerry Daigle's words for success, again, 3 words: promote, promote, promote.
Yes. And just have fun with this. I mean, I really want to come back to just have fun with this week, because this is an awesome lineup. I mean, think about this. This is big. I mean, Winter Vanecki by herself, the fact that people don't understand we're a big global company. I mean, I've had so many people say, I don't even know what you and Brianna do. I just went in. They have no clue. So they have a relationship with us. So this is our chance to really, ribbon cut and expose and get the word out. And even if you just text this image and say, hey, Sally, I'm so excited. Our company is offering this for free on Saturday. Would you like to jump online with me? That's pretty much what mine's going to be. One little sentence. I'm so excited. The company is offering all of this for free. And then I'm going to send the little picture, and they're going to see all this. And then if they're interested, oh, my laptop just came back on. Then they can say, yeah, man, that's cool. Or they can say, I can't do it Saturday because of blah, 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 blah. But you've exposed this. That's what I'm trying to get tonight. Every text that you can send out, email you can send, whatever, you're exposing, and there goes your memory jogger, bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger for you then to follow up with.
Well done, Melinda. Excellent. You got everybody fired up tonight. I can feel it.
Great.
Okay.
And let's not forget Friday. Because, yeah, everything Melinda said, amen, amen, totally true. And Friday, we've got 2 3-hour sessions that will be just for those of us who have either bought a ticket, $50 for live streaming, $75 in person, only $75 to be there in person. That's a first ever. And the live streaming, you know, if you haven't bought a ticket, then make sure you can go and join someone who does have a ticket to be able to watch the live stream. And just like Melinda described, these speakers will be awesome. And I am beyond excited that my hero, Donald Miller, is speaking on Friday morning. And I've said enough about Donald Miller, except I love the guy. He is amazing. If you're like me, like Jesus, and you've never read Blue Like Jazz, his first book, the thing that made him famous, get Blue Like Jazz and read it seriously. But this has nothing to do with his or my faith. This is Donald Miller doing what he's done brilliantly for the last 5, 6, 7 years, and explain why the hero of the story is your customer and my customer, your prospect and my prospect. So if you don't watch anything else, don't miss Donald Miller. Just kidding.
Well, the other thing, Mick, and I put the list of the NMD speeches because that is always one of all of our very favorite parts. And one of my good friends is going to do her speech Friday morning. Chris Branberry is a multiple cancer survivor, has an amazing story, just such a underspoken, quiet, phenomenal woman. But we got to hear a little, Catherine Lee gave us a little bit about each of the NMD speeches, and they will each be so inspiring. And so those will be sprinkled throughout. We'll have, I think there's 2 each session. Is that right, Mick?
Correct.
I know Chris is doing Friday morning, and then there's a couple Friday afternoon, and then I believe there's 2 on Saturday.
And 2 on Saturday. So our customers and prospects get to hear 2 of those incredibly inspirational NMD speeches. Wow.
Yeah. So that will be good. I think of all, it just like, that's why I wanted to read that quote from Winter, because for me, I never want to miss one of these, because every 6 months I kind of feel like those numbers that y'all put up at the beginning, like we're all kind of fizzling out, blah, blah, blah. And then you go to conference and you get that shot in the arm. And I think that way will help us all think bigger and dream bigger. As they keep telling us, there's people out there praying for what we have. We just need to get the word out.
Good job, Melinda. Thank you so much. And it's going to be an awesome week. And then remember, we will be back here at the same time next week, when we won't be looking ahead to conference. We'll be looking back and sharing some of the highlights, no doubt. So let's all get busy. Have a great week. Finish strong, and we'll see you next week. Safe travels, everybody.
Thank you.
God bless you all.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Stay cool.